Stradler, where are you? Get back in your cubicle. I'm not paying you to uncubicle yourself.
Hey friends, so Rollins and I are hanging out in Louisiana right now. It's the 11th December and we're just getting ready to move on, but I thought I'd catch everybody up. I'm currently just driving into New Orleans, gonna wander around a little bit because it's a nice day, see if there's some more pictures to be taken. Rollins is back in the trailer. He's got his food and his water and his radio and his toys. He'll be fine. I'm not going to be all that late once the sun goes down. So I thought I'd take this little bit of time while I'm driving to give everybody an update. So after Tate's Hell, we drove along the coast of Florida. I had another repair that had to be done. I had an appointment in Panama City Beach at Beach RV. So we made our way down there. Now the footage that I'm displaying underneath this as I'm talking to you is actually footage from the dash cam, well, from Carabel all the way down, bits and pieces to Mexico Beach, Panama City, and Panama City Beach, all areas that were hit by Hurricane Michael less than 3 months ago. Now, it's funny how once the news cycle drops everything off, you don't hear about it anymore. 2 months after the fact, you're driving through and it's still very evident just the destruction that that hurricane has caused. There was trees snapped off at the 8-10 foot mark by the thousands. Houses totally gone. Like, foundation is there and the rest is not. Some houses fared a little better. Businesses were shuttered. Everywhere you went, even if a business was open because it fared okay, there'd be things like pieces of the sign were missing, or part of their siding was gone, or the facade was gone, and repaired window or whatever. I mean, it's just everywhere. It's just the evidence of that storm is still everywhere, and it just makes you think. Be thankful for what you have. If you have a home that's still standing and it's warm and dry, without any holes in it, count yourself lucky. So we drove through there, made my way to Beach RV in Panama City Beach. They were gracious enough to fit me in to look at what the hell was making a noisy racket in one of my wheels on the trailer, which turned out to be not bearings, like I expected, and a few other people were suspecting that one of the bearings was going, but it was actually not a bearing. It was basically the braking mechanism in one of the wheels. The spring had let go, the pad was worn down, and the pieces were starting to fall and rattle and that kind of thing. So it was a mess. Not as dangerous as a bearing going, but still not good. So basically the trailer now has new brakes all the way around. These guys did it up pretty quick. I mean, they got me in. My appointment was first thing in the morning, and I was gone by, 2:30, 3 o'clock. So, yep, new brakes all the way around. All the bearings were in good shape still, so they were removed, cleaned up, and repacked. So all 4 wheels of the trailer are in good shape now. Now, while they were doing that, Rollins and I went exploring a little bit, because that area is pretty touristy, so to speak, and some of it fared okay through the hurricane. There was some evidence of stuff, but by the time you get to Panama City Beach, you're kind of on a little bit on the edge of where the hurricane hit. So a lot of stuff is still intact. And now that whole area is very touristy. It's a beach town tourist trap, basically, and that's fine. That's where they make their bread and butter. I get it. It's not a big deal. I'm not putting anybody down for that. I did notice that it doesn't matter where I've been along the East Coast, and especially Florida. I don't know what it is, but it just seems like everything has a dollar value attached to it. Oh, you want to walk on the county pier? Well, that'll be $3, please. Like, seriously, $3 to walk on a pier. They're paying a lady there to sit there and collect money from people that just want to walk down the pier and back. And sadly, one of my viewers on YouTube mentioned, he goes, yeah, kind of beware of the East Coast. Everybody's got their hand out. Everybody wants money. It's all money-based, money. And I kind of, wrote him off as being a little dramatic, but to be honest, he was right. Everywhere you go. As an example, the garbage that I picked up in the campsite in Tate's Hell, 2 bags of garbage, not big, huge bags, nothing crazy. You saw them. I took those into Carabel, which is the little town outside of Tate's Hell, and I asked a couple people. I couldn't, I was looking for a bin that I could, legally put them in, like a public bin or something, and I couldn't find anything. So I asked people, like I went to the Home Hardware there, and I asked people, if there was anything, and they're basically, no, you have to take it to the dump. And I'm like, oh, the dump that will cost me money to dump them. Well, yeah. But anyway, that's my little rant for today. Aside from that, it was great. I mean, the state forest is amazing. It was quiet. Met a couple hunters came through with their dogs the one afternoon, and they were nice. Like everybody was friendly. I just found that in general, like the whole, I don't know, it just seems like, maybe it's the touristy part. It's like nothing's for free when you're on holiday. I don't know. But anyways. So after that, I had some extra work to do, and the weather forecast for the general area that we were heading through was pretty gray, pretty rainy, that kind of thing. There was a few days where it were, semi-cloudy or whatever, but with that in mind, I decided, okay, I'm just going to get a campground for a few days. So I decided, since I registered for Passport America, to look on the Passport America website and see what was, close by that was a decent deal kind of thing. We found the River's Edge RV campground in Holt, Florida. So along the way, we decided, the dog's making decisions now. Anyway, I decided that I wouldn't mind parking somewhere. The weather forecast was supposed to be a little more cloudy and rainy. I think we're going to get some of that tonight. I made a decision to pull into a campground that I found on Passport America, because I joined them before launching this time around. And for $15 a night, we got a few nights here at River's Edge Campground in Holt, Florida. And as you can see, it's right by the river, and it's a nice little campground. It's fairly quiet. It looks like there's some people here that either store their rigs here and then come and visit them, or and also a few, I think, that live here. But it's pretty well kept. I don't get the shady vibe here. They're pretty strict on certain things, and like him being on a leash, etc., etc. So yeah, I think it's pretty well run. Wi-Fi is a little on the lacking side, which hurts because I have no AT&T cell signal here. Very, very weak signal. So doing stuff that doesn't entail too much internet use, which is actually kind of a nice break. But anyways, we're here for a couple days. We're going to ride out the rain and keep going. So yeah, it's nice and quiet here by the river. Campground's quiet. There is I think a range, like a rifle range or something down the road quite a ways. You do hear battle a little bit in the evening, just to be warned. But other than that, it's pretty quiet. What are you doing, dog? Rollins, being a good boy? I do imagine it gets pretty buggy around here in the spring and summertime, just with all the river and the water. But right now, at the end of November, it's very nice here. And it's warming up. I have my hoodie on, but it's just basically to the point where I don't need it on. Yeah, after that we made the fairly short drive from there to Louisiana. Through Mississippi. I haven't spent a lot of time in Mississippi yet. Just kind of been through that little part a couple times on the I-10. I'm at the point now where I'm kind of getting anxious to get west. I don't want to leave too big of a gap between now and RTR, which is starts on the 9th of January. So, you know, once Christmas is over, I'll be probably doing a few days of, you know, long drives just to get myself a little closer. It depends. I'm not sure yet. So when I was walking around the French Quarter the other night, I was talking to a fellow who was actually from Toronto. Came down here a few times and found himself a lady, and we've been together for a long time, and he lives down here. And he said, as far as pictures go, you know, the French Quarter's got a lot of history, and then there's an area called the Garden District. He said that's a good area to check out if you're interested in older buildings and older mansions and houses and that kind of thing. Nothing dilapidated, but just historic. So I'm just kind of coming into New Orleans one more time before we head out, and we're going to look around with the camera. So that's about it. Talk to you all soon. Hopefully the audio on this isn't too loud and the video is too shaky, because this truck isn't the smoothest. So yeah, I'm gonna go take some pictures, and we'll talk to you all soon. Alright, cheers.
It's like working with a monkey.